What's going on, my trainer club? Today we're going to check out the Luminous Legends Y event top tips in Pokemon Go to make sure you guys max out completely. And hopefully we reach that bonus again. So welcome to the trainer club. Here we go! Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below, are you guys excited about the Luminous Legend event Y in Pokemon Go? This is going to be a very fun event because if we reach the bonus, I think it's probably one of the coolest shiny Pokemon that's going to be unlocked. It is going to be shiny Zigzagoon. So very, very exciting time for us. And then we get more XP for everybody that does not have 176 million. You can still keep going. Do not overlook this. So today we're going to break down all the top tips in regards to the event. So we're going to go over everything that is out, the spawns, the eggs, and then we're going to start breaking down what my top tips are. So starting off, it is going to go from Tuesday, May 18th at 10 a.m. local time, and it's going to go till Monday, May 24th at 8 p.m. local time. So you have approximately 1 week to max out completely on this event, and then we have a shift. And in part 2, we have the long-awaited Sylveon coming in there, so we will have a separate top tips video for that particular video, but let's focus on part 1. Let's get into everything we have to know. We have AR mapping tasks that are going to lead to Galarian Zigzagoon, which then after the bonuses are unlocked will be shiny. We have event exclusive field research tasks we will check out. We also have timed research that we will check out as well. And one of the coolest things is we're going to be able to charge TM away frustration from our shadow Pokemon. So that's going to be very important. And from the 15th all the way until the 23rd UTC time, which is going to be midnight, which is going to be approximately 5 p.m. I believe on the Pacific time zone, you are going to be able to defeat all these Team Go Rocket Grunts. We need to do 25 million and the follows are going to be unlocked. Number 1, we're going to have 3 times catch XP. So we're going to be able to continue on with our catch XP and get more XP. We will have the shiny introduced of the Galarian Zigzagoon, which is absolutely amazing, and then that Pokemon will also make its debut in raids. Not only that, we're going to have the leaders that are going to be having new shadow Pokemon. If you guys do want me to go over teams for these Pokemon, please comment in the comments below and let me know. We should go over the teams for all of these new leaders. We do have 3 new shiny shadow Pokemon, which are going to include Arlo is going to have shadow shiny Venonat. We do have Cliff that's going to have shiny shadow Seedot, which is going to go into Shiftry, which is important. And then finally, we have the shiny shadow Sneasel coming back, which is kind of weird, but it is coming back for Sierra. And then additionally, we're going to have spawns, eggs, 2 different types of eggs, and raids. So with all that said, let's get into my top tips so we can start breaking this down, starting off with tip number 1. Tip number 1 is going to be focusing around the spawns of the event. So there's a bunch of different things going around on this event, but most importantly, we have to defeat Team Go Rocket Grunts. That is the most important thing. Just defeat as many as possible. Don't care what it is, just get after it and do it. That is number 1. So as far as the event spawns beyond that, let's check them out right now. We'll see what's going to be relevant. So we have Alolan Rattata, Alolan Grimer, both spawning in the wild, which is amazing. They both have shinies. We have Murkrow with a shiny, Houndour with a shiny. We have Poochyena, which does have a shiny. And then we have Nuzleaf as well as Carvanha in the wild that is shiny. So Nuzleaf is the only one in there that does not have a shiny, but Nuzleaf is a second tier evolution Pokemon. That specific Pokemon is going to be great for getting you XL Candy for Shiftry, which is relevant in the Ultra League. None of these Pokemon are metal relevant for attackers. Let's see where they sit in the Go Battle League. So the Alolan Muck in the Great League is going to be ranked 116. If you want to check out the moveset, you can pause here. But in the Ultra League, it's going to be ranked a whole lot better. It's going to be ranked 45 with Snarl, Gunk Shot, and Dark Pulse. The Pokemon's 100% IVs is going to be a 0-15-15 at a level 38.5. So you are going to have to catch this Pokemon in the wild to be able to get this, because hatching it from eggs, which you will check out in another tip, although it can yield you a shiny and a good one, it's not going to be relevant to be able to get the IVs that you optimally need. And then next, if we're looking at the Great League, we do have Shiftry. So Shiftry, cool thing is, this one's Shadow that's going to be ranked above the regular one. It's a little bit glassy, but it hits really hard. The moveset's going to be Snarl, Leaf Blade, and Foul Play. It's going to be ranked 63 with the Shadow, not too far behind it, and ranked 71 for the regular one. 100% IVs is going to be a 0-14-11, and the Shadow one is going to be able to come from Cliff, and it does have a shiny potential in there as well. And then with the exact same moveset in the Ultra League, it's going to be ranked 30 in the Shadow form, 36 in the non-Shadow form, which is really good. That one can be buddy boosted. That one can be a level 50 at 3-15-15 as far as the 100% IVs. You don't want to go for the 51 because there are better Pokemon to use the buddy boost on, considering you only get one. And then in the Master League, we do have Weavile. So I am going to put this note in there that it's going to be one of the upper dark and ice type as far as damage potential goes. The reason why I'm not the biggest fan of it, but you can multi-purpose it using it in the Master League as well as a meta attacker, is because it's really glassy. It's going to be double weak to fighting, so it's just not the most optimal Pokemon, but it's definitely something that you can use. It's going to be ranked 57 in the Shadow and 78 in the Normal, with the moveset of Snarl, Avalanche, and Focus Blast. Like I said, you can multi-purpose it, even though it's going to be optimally placed as a dark type attacker or an ice type attacker. So you would have to take the Focus Blast away from that Pokemon if you're going to use it as a meta raid attacker in the dark typing. So as far as the spawns go in the wild, that's going to be it. For me, the focus here is going to be shiny Pokemon and those couple Go Battle League Pokemon. I do already have a pretty good Muck in the Alolan form, but if I can get a better one, that's going to be cool for the Ultra League. I really like that Pokemon. It has been outshined a little bit, but it still does do a really good job with it. And additionally, guys, I just want to point out that Spritzee, Swirlix, and Goomy, if you guys didn't have enough chance to get them in the first round, they are still going to be available in the wild during this time. So please, if you need any of them, save up those Goomies, trade them over 100 kilometers, and you're going to be able to get yourself XL candy. Guaranteed for sure. So with that said, now let's get into my top tips, starting off with tip number 2. Tip number 2 is going to be focused around the field research because it has some pretty good Pokemon in there, and we have the Galarian Zigzagoon that's going to transition into the shiny. If these tasks stay the same for part 2, which I hope they do, we will be able to get that Pokemon in here as well. We have Catch 5 Shadow Pokemon, which is going to be a Skorupi with a shiny. 100% IV is going to be 432. We have Defeat 2 Team Go Rocket Grunts, which is either going to be one of 3 Pokemon, which can be Murkrow, Purloin, or Houndour. 2 on the ends. Purloin's the only one without the shiny. The ends ones do have shiny potentials. We have a Defeat a Team Go Rocket Leader, which is going to give you a Galarian Zigzagoon. That one is going to start off not shiny, but on the 25th, if we do unlock those challenges, we will be able to get it shiny. So what I would suggest doing is having 3 of those tasks stacked up and completed. Do not encounter them. Wait until the bonuses, hopefully, guys, please defeat all these Team Go Rocket Grunts as much as possible, goes over, the shiny does come out. When that shiny does come out, if you have not encountered them, you are going to be able to encounter them for a shiny potential in the field research. And then we have Purify 5 Shadow Pokemon. Honestly speaking, unless that is one of your tasks to get to level 50, I would discard this, but if you don't discard it, it can be a Swirlix or a Spritzee. And then we have Defeat 5 Team Go Rocket Grunts for a Alolan Meowth. 100% IV is going to be 341, and then we have Win 2 Raids, which is going to be a Scraggy encounter. Scraggy 100% IV is going to be 588. So Scrafty is going to be relevant as far as PvP. So as far as the Ultra League, it's going to be the 100% IVs at a 915-15. I would prefer that you guys don't buddy boost that one, because like I said, there's other ones, but the Scrafty is pretty good here. It's going to be ranked 38 with the moveset of Counter, Foul Play, and Power Up Punch. And then in the Great League, same exact moveset, it's going to be ranked 13 with a 0-8 15. But that one's gonna have to be traded with basically a non-friend, so you're gonna be able to get those IVs for the attack to drop all the way down. And then Obstagoon, it's gonna be ranked 66 in the Great League, 42 in the Ultra League, with the moveset of Counter, Night Slash, and Gunk Shot for both of those leagues. But obviously we're gonna have to trade those to get them down to get the IVs, which we really won't be able to get optimally for the Ultra or the Great League. But in the Master League, it's gonna be ranked 72, with Counter, Night Slash, and Cross Chop. So that one, coming from the field research, would be able to be done. So that's gonna be everything as far as the field research goes, and the PvP IVs of the Pokemon that you can get or semi-close get as well. So with all that said, guys, now let's get into tip number 3. Tip number 3 is going to be focusing on eggs. There's a lot of eggs going on during this event space. There's 7 kilometers and 12 kilometers that do have the featured Pancham in them. So what would I do? What's going to be my optimal recommendation here? So let's check out the 7 kilometer eggs, and then we'll go into the 12 kilometer eggs, and I'm gonna let you know what I feel about it. 7 kilometer eggs are gonna have Alolan Rattata, Alolan Meowth, Alolan Grimer, all of them do have shinies. Sneasel and Poochyena, both of them have shinies. And then we have 2 other Pokemon, which is gonna be Stunky and Purloin. Both of those do not have a shiny. So most of these Pokemon are spawning in the wild already as far as the 7 kilometers go. So I could break down all the 100% IVs of these Pokemon, but honestly speaking, I probably will not recommend 7 kilometer egg hatches because there's a lot of Go Rocket Grunts going on. It doesn't yield a ton of Stardust, and a lot of these, like I said, are spawning in the wild, so why put more into these eggs and incubators and resources when you don't really necessarily need to. I'm gonna say stay away from the 7-kilometer eggs because nothing in there is pointing out that it's like, yes, definitively go after it. What I would suggest doing is going after the 12-kilometer eggs as much as possible because they yield, number one, the highest amount of Stardust. If you do want to check out the Stardust it yields, you can check out my vlog up here where we go over all of that. Number one. Number two, we do have Pancham in there. There is a shiny Dino in there. There's shiny Larvitar in there. There's much better Pokemon in there, and although it is a lot more walking intensive, it is definitely going to be worth it. So the 100% IVs of the relevant Pokemon in the eggs are going to be Larvitar with a hatch of 594, Sandile that does have a 100% IV of 592, Scraggy's going to be in there, 784 is the 100% IV, and then we have Dino with a shiny 100% IV is going to be 606, and then finally Pancham's in there with 850. So even if you just want to do one round and save them all up, I suggest you do that. There's going to be a lot more Rocket Grunts around, so it's going to be a lot easier for you guys. Number one, to get the Platinum Medal if you don't have that at 2,000. Additionally speaking, you get all these eggs that yield a bunch more Stardust, so that's going to be my recommendation as far as what to do for the eggs. 12 kilometers, get all of them, 12 12s, hatch them all on a star piece, and then do it all over again. So with that said, now let's get into some more research in tip number 4. Tip number 4 is going to be the timed research and what is there to expect during this. So number 1, we have defeat 5 Team Go Rocket Grunts for 15 Pokeballs, catch 5 Shadow Pokemon for a Meowth encounter, catch 5 Dark-type Pokemon for an Alolan Rattata for 1000 XP and a Stunky encounter. Then we have Purify 3, 5, and 7 Shadow Pokemon for 5 Hyper Potions, 3 Revives, and then 1 Mysterious Component for 2000 XP and an Alolan Rattata encounter. Then we have defeat each of the Team Go Rocket leaders, Arlo, Cliff, and Sierra, for a total of 6000 total XP, then 2000 XP in a Murkrow encounter. Then we have Purify 8 Shadow Pokemon. If you guys do want to purify the 8 Shadow Pokemon, you can also time that up with the field research and get that field research if you are desiring to do that, because you're going to have to purify 8, so you might as well time that in together, which is going to give you 1 Mossy Lure, evolve 8 Pokemon is going to give you an Eevee encounter, and earn 8 hearts with your buddy is going to give you a Glacial Lure for 3000 XP and a Poochyena encounter. In stage number 5, we're going to get defeat 8 Team Go Rocket Grunts for 7 Pineapple Berries, use an Incense for a Galarian Zigzagoon, and catch 20 Dark-type Pokemon for a Sneasel. So if you do want to wait, this is going to go all the way till the 31st. For the Galarian Zigzagoon, it's going to change it to shiny if we do complete it on the 25th, so you will be able to potentially get the shiny Galarian Zigzagoon from this research as well. And then it's going to give you 3000 XP, Alolan Meowth encounter. Then we have the stage 6, complete 7 field research tasks, 10 Great Balls, Wind Run Raid for a Houndoom encounter, and catch 5 different species of Dark-type Pokemon for an Alolan Grimer, 4000 XP, and an Absol encounter. Then we have Purify 10 Shadow-type Pokemon for a Poffin, defeat a Team Go Rocket leader 3 times for a Galarian Zigzagoon, catch 12 Shadow Pokemon for a Larvitar encounter, and then finally we have 5000 Stardust and a Dino encounter. Larvitar 100% IV is going to be 445, and Dino is going to be 455 coming from the field research. So, like I said, if you do save it until after the 25th, you will actually get 2 Galarian Zigzagoon encounters to be shiny. So that is really cool. It is a pretty decent one, not super hard, but it does yield some pretty good Pokemon, and I love that the Dino is at the end that does have the shiny as well. So that's going to lead us into tip number 5. Tip number 5 is going to be a wrap-up tip I suggest you guys get after Yveltal. Yveltal is pretty beastly in the Master League. In XL, it's going to be ranked 7. In regular Classic, it's going to be ranked 3. With the moveset of Snarl, Dark Pulse, and Focus Blast. Wow, that's really cool. So it's really jumped up there, guys. It is in there full force. It is doing work. Definitely something you guys want to get after. And then as far as Pangoro goes, it's going to be ranked 174 in the Great League, in case you're wondering. In the Ultra League, it's going to be ranked 97 with the moveset of Snarl, Close Combat, and Night Slash. 100% IV is going to be a 0-14-15. And then the exact same moveset in the Master League XL is going to be ranked 77. So realistically speaking, the big wins of this event are the Alolan spawning in the wild. We do have the 12-kilometer eggs that are going to yield a lot of Stardust. We have Yveltal in raids, which is really relevant in the Go Battle League. Pretty dominant Pokemon. And then the bonus, and the Go Rocket Grunts everywhere, so do as many Grunt battles, get us to 25 million, unlock the bonus, and then we have shiny Galarian Zigzagoon coming out, which is amazing. And then number 2, more 3 times catch XP, guys. Do not stop grinding. Even if you don't want to use lucky eggs, grind as much as possible, because it's going to get you a ton of XP. You just have to play a little bit more, but there's nothing wrong with that. So thank you guys for tuning in. Likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members. Everybody takes your support, subscription, and participation to the next level. I'm going to see you guys out on the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.